Hello and welcome to the Savvy Gadgetz channel with me, Ian, otherwise known as Ven, and this Project Zomboid playthrough. We're playing on builder mode and it's single player, and this is a character that has started 3 or 4 months after an initial playthrough of about 3 or 4 months, basically. So there was no electricity, no water, and I'd already been through quite a few of the towns and picked quite a bit of the produce up. So that's been a really difficult start. Now, my original characters, my original playthrough was over here in Rosewood. This is the map.projectzomboid.com, link in the description below. And we played around Rosewood. So we made, this is the fire station on the outskirts of town. You can just hop over the fence and you can raid these places, and this is the shopping centre. It's an easier place to start, and that's where we initially started. And then we moved out over to this lake where our characters basically collected cars, was able to scavenge food, fish, do whatever, and they were surviving really well. So I started a new character, and to make life harder for myself, I actually started over in West Point, and that proved that the first character I created over here died after in the first session. So the second character I created, who's still going, has had some close calls, let's face it. A couple of weeks ago, the van broke down, surrounded by zombies, nearly bled out and died. It was horrendous. It really was bad. But managed to escape. We sort of broke down around here, hauled up in this house here, found a car just here with a key in the ignition, had some petrol, so it was all good. So I'm back at my base, which is up here by this lake. And we're using this particular house as our base. We're fishing in this lake, and we're foraging down here, basically. So, morning, Supertone. How are you doing? Nice to see you again. Have you had a good week? My week's actually, speaking of my week, it's been, because we've had like the bank holiday, double bank holiday. So bank holiday Thursday and Friday this week, so we've had a 4-day weekend, which has been nice. The late summer bank holiday was supposed to be on the Monday, but they moved it, so it wasn't on Monday, it was on the Thursday, so we ended up getting the 4-day weekend, which has been really nice. The kids have been off as well this week, so they've been off on half term, and so the wife decided she was going to paint the kitchen cupboard, so I've been doing quite a bit of. I've had the cupboards off, and she's painted them. We put the cupboards back on. I've put a new light up, and today I've fitted a new tap for her. So I think that's all of the immediate DIY that we need to do. But yesterday, because like Friday was Jubilee here, yesterday I went over to see my family. When my brother decided that he was going to throw a barbecue. My family live in sort of like mid-beds, that's Bedfordshire to everyone else, and so it's about an hour and a quarter drive away for me. So me and my 2 kids went, and it was a nice day. I caught the sun. I'm a bit pinkish. The after sun has helped, it has to be said. I'm not feeling sore, but my face does feel hot, let's face it. Right, so on with the playthrough. So Supertone, this weekend. What were you going to be doing, and what did you end up doing? So there we are, building. Who am I playing with? Now, as you can see here, I'm actually running 3 mods. I'm running Katana, which doesn't seem to work. Book Collection, which does. Bushcraft Gear. Now, I've only seen one of the rare weapons, which is a Viking axe. Well, I think I'm actually playing the wrong characters. I think when I was here before, yeah, Vanessa Renner, we're actually playing West Point, because that's where she started. You might realise that one of the other characters is called Riverside Rita, guessing where she started. So West Point it is. Let's play. There we go. Yeah, so I had a nice day yesterday. Don't forget to check out our social media, like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to all those people who have already subscribed to my channel and are watching my content. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I was hoping to do some more streams this week, but unfortunately DIY got in the way, as it always does. Right, so it is January the 6th, so it's the start of a new year. We've been through Christmas my birthday and New Year's. So we found some nice party hats. Christmas Day, Boxing Day was a bit of a massacre. Let's face it. We've got food, which is good. Cooking. Are we reading cooking? I can't remember. Let's have a look at our skills. So cooking, it's so I need to finish off reading the cookery book, of which there isn't a lot to do. It should give you, if you can tell, if you look at these skills, you should get for these, once you've read the book, a multiplier of 5. So that's a multiplier. So the first two are multiplier of 3, the second two are multiplier of 5. I don't know what it is for them. I think it's like something like 8. Goes up by 3 the next time. But cookery is obviously an important skill to have in Project Zomboid. The better a cook you are, the better meals you prepare, the better they. Oh yes, you did say the comic convention. You was really looking forward to that. That's a shame, mate. So we're getting hungry. Now, one of the nice things is I've worked, because what I've done is I've managed to plumb water into the house. Let's got some food here, fresh cooked. Let's eat a quarter of that, just to keep my spirits up before I go to bed. We've got trapping going, that's holding out for us at the moment. Character's full just off of a quarter of that, that's good. So one thing, my character is underweight. It's one of the traits. That's fair enough. They ain't cheap, are they? What? You only slept for an hour? Seriously? It's snowing outside. Hopefully that'll fill my rain barrels. Right, so whilst I'm awake, there's my character. We hop out this window. So I built a platform out here. You can't actually see it. I'll do this during the day. You might be able to. But so I built a platform out here, and you can just about make out the 2 barrels that are here. One of those, or actually both of them, are on the level above the sink. So if you've got a sink in the middle and you've got like 8 squares around it, if you build a raincatcher barrel and it catches rain, you can then plumb it into that raincatcher barrel, and even though the water in the raincatcher barrel is referred to as tainted, when it comes out of the tap it's actually clean. So you actually get a supply of clean fresh water. Now you do need a specialised tool to do that, and it's actually called the pipe wrench. You can't just use a wrench, that's not good enough. Let's see, I think we've got one kicking around somewhere. It is red, oddly enough, and it is actually referred to as the pipe wrench. It might be under the stairs or in the garage. Now, we were working on electronics last week as well. No, it must be in the... I cannot see anything. It'd be even worse when I fortified the house as well, because it just blocks out all of the light. Okay, so pipe wrench. I know I've got one. Just checking all of the cupboards. Oh god, so that's where all my medications are. MNOP. No, not there. I know I've got one. I've seen it multiple times. That's really annoying that I can't find it now. But anyway, you need the pipe wrench in order to plumb that in. Move over here. Right, so anyway, this week... Oh, there is the pipe wrench. Alright, so we managed to disassemble a load of stuff last week, and our electronics skill went up quite nicely. So it actually went up by one whole level. I want to get it up to mechanics. We started working on mechanics by just taking the bulbs out of the car, the battery and the radio, and then putting them back in. So we will continue in that vein. This is really awkward because I can't actually see anything. So here's my sink that's plumbed in. I'll just have a drink from that. Keep the thirst at bay. Now, we did discover last week, and that's part of the clue in the title, is that pesticide is your new best friend. One of my plants has a fly problem in my garden. So if I just dive out here quickly into the freezing cold snow, this one just here, if we go in, no, stop that, move away. I want you to remove it. I want you to info it. Right, you see it's got diseases. Now, they're also dry, so I need to water them. You would have thought that the snow would help. I've got a watering can here. Grab that. And I'll get the option to treat with a pesticide spray. Now, I've got the spray can, the fly spray, I've got the cigarettes, and I've got the water to make it. I just don't have the recipe. And that's what we're looking for this week. We're actually looking for the recipe to use. I can actually harvest that, and it's actually said info. If I look at that, it says it's actually seed bearing carrots. So what we'll do is actually harvest that and see whether we actually get some seeds out of it and see what's, yeah, so we've got 30 seeds out of that. That's quite good. So now what I can do is I can actually dig a furrow just there, and then I can, I said dig a furrow, is that because I'm standing on it? That's usually the case. There we go. So I've dug a furrow. We're going to sow some seeds. I'm going to sow the carrots. I'm going to sow some carrots there as well. So I'm going to keep those. Have one go to seed and one not, because carrots are being really useful for trapping. It all sort of like goes around, if you see what I mean. So I've got potatoes and strawberries cooking, growing as well. We need to water those in. Where's the watering can gone? I had a watering can. There it is. Equip. Maybe I need to actually fill it with some water. Fill watering can. There we go. Got my own thing just there. And now water that to full. Right, that doesn't need watering. I'd like to think. Oh, I've used all of the water from the rain catcher barrel. So this is the rotten food bin. Where else can I can just dive around with a lake, can't I? Fill watering can. Yeah, you say that, Supertone, about the price of admission for things, and it is getting to be ridiculous. I remember the last time I went to Alton Towers, which was quite a long time ago, thinking it was really expensive then. But it's like, if I wanted to take my family there, that would cost me an arm and a leg. You know, if I wanted to go there with my daughters, just me and my daughters, 3 tickets for the day. It's not a cheap experience, let's put it that way. Not like it used to be. Let's just make sure all of my plants have water. I don't remember putting the seeds in there, but what the hey, it needs water, so let's water it. There we go, right, so everything should have had water. And so if we now go info, it's well watered, fine, oh that's fine, so that needs more water. That's now well watered. It's fine, well watered, no diseases. But we still need to find the magazine. Yeah, it's really expensive. Alton wasn't exactly close for me when I lived over in Bedfordshire myself. But now I live out in Cambridgeshire. It's further. I think I'm not entirely sure it's further away or about the same. But it's like one of those things that I really wanted to do with my kids when they were old enough. But it's like I can't go on the rides anymore because I've had several operations on my spinal column. So I can't really take the G-forces that I used to be able to as a young man. So yeah. Right, so we have some rabbit meat which we need to use. We've got some carrots which are still fresh. We need to check on our traps. Now it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's actually quite bright for 2 o'clock in the morning. It's only because it's with lots of snow. We need to make up another meal. If I eat a quarter of that'll keep things going. Yeah, I never really got in. My kids are getting to that kind of age. And in some ways it's good, in some ways it's bad. They know their own minds pretty much, and that's like it's kind of a good thing. It's also kind of a bad thing. Just organise my inventory a bit. For some reason I've got a battery hanging around. Looking for a roast pen. I've got more than one. It might be in the car or in the oven. No, the muffin tray. Plenty of other bits and bobs. Frying pan. Soap and cleaning liquid on the floor, because that's exactly where you keep it, right? Frying ramen noodles. Yeah, I think it must be in the car. Right, let's go check out the car, because I have found several. Got screw roast pan, there it is, grab that. And then we create a roast. Create roast with random game, which would be the rabbit meat. Now it's no longer saying that it's fresh, so that's why I'm using it. Now I can add 3 lots of that. There's still some left, good grief. And we can add some vegetables. So it's added the carrots, and we can add the potato. And that should... So 71, good grief. I remember that surprised, I think it was Joe last week. Or Vulcan it might have been. They're surprised at just how good cooking can be, and the sort of like benefits of it. Right, let's just check out the barbecue. 13 hours of fuel, I think we've got enough. I'm going to light the fire with twigs and a lighter. Keep an eye on our food. Look at the nutritional value, that's massive. 71 hunger. That's impressive. Right, so once this is cooked, I'm going to put the other one in there. I've got plenty of fresh carrots. So I've got plenty of bait for me rabbits. And catch those wascally wabbits. Oh, tell you what, doing DIY over the last 4 days, even though I had yesterday at my family's. My back is killing me. It's took me... I mean, it shouldn't take you long to replace a tap, but trying to get the old one off was a nightmare, and trying to get the new one so it didn't leak everywhere was also a nightmare. The connection to the hot pipe just wasn't having any of it. It was really stiff. But I managed to do it, and it took me ages. I finished about an hour ago. I sat down and had a nice... my wife had ordered from a local lady a sort of like a Jubilee lunch, so we had that. And then after this, I'm going to sit down and spend some time with my wife, because I haven't really seen much of my wife over the last couple of days. And so, because I've either been playing games or fixing things in the kitchen, and she's been doing stuff for herself to do with her job and that. She actually went in on Wednesday because my wife deals with children who have emotional difficulties. So she's actually starting a whole new job next year. So she's got a new room to work in. So she went in and painted that, and she's decorated it. And she's got a new chair downstairs to sit in. And it looks really cool. But you know, she's really looking forward to that. Which is fantastic. Let's put the fire up because we've got quite a bit of food. Now, it's snowing. This is bad and good all at the same time. The cool box is outside. So let's put we'll take the carrots, we'll put the meat in there. And we're not over, well, we're slightly overloaded. Just eat some of the snow, just not the yellow stuff. Let's have something to drink. There we go. And of course my character's ridiculously tired at 4 o'clock in the morning because they woke up after an hour's sleep. I'm trying to work out whether the sound effects in this game are actually aeroplanes flying over my house. As we quite often regularly have the Royal Air Force flying over us, making a lot of noise. It really used to upset one of my dogs. Unfortunately, that's Poppy. She's no longer with us. She passed on in February, at the start of February this year. Miss her dearly. So, have a photograph of her on my desk. I'm waiting for a picture frame to come through. Right, so let's talk foraging. Foraging. Originally, prior to 1.42, thank you, Joe. Nice of you to notice. I also had, because I was visiting my family yesterday, I went to my usual barber and I got the colour. I got my hair cut to get it coloured. So yeah. Thanks for noticing, Joe. I'm more bald than I usually am. And nice to see you, Joe. You've had a good week. Well, it's an interesting question. Does the cooler freeze the meat because it's outside in the snow? It's quite a good one, that. Right, so... Oh, looks like a sticky trap's broke. So, trapping, I use stick traps, I use mouse traps as well. Baiting mouse traps with chocolate and cheese works really well. Chocolate keeps longer. You will catch mice and rats, but if we check this trap, we'll get a dead bird. I haven't got anything to put in it, so dead bird, fresh uncooked. And you butcher the bird as long as you've got a knife to turn it into usable meat. It can be a meat cleaver, it can be a kitchen knife, it can be a hunting knife, and you get some fresh bird meat. So, baiting those with worms and seeds. Oh, look at this. One of my box traps has also tripped. We have a dead rabbit. Butcher the rabbit. Oh no, Joe. That's no good. Alright, so we bait the trap with carrots and check the other one, make sure there's any bait. Oh, it's still got bait. That's good. So we've got plenty of meat now. So let's go with foraging. Foraging, as I was explaining, previously in 1.4, before 1.42 I think it was, you right clicked on an area of ground, it gave you the option to forage or not. You clicked on foraging, you could say, I want to find berries, or I want to find this, and that was all fine. The character would go to that spot and they would just forage an area. Now you use this inspect icon over here, this magnifying glass, investigate area, and you enable the search mode. You can see it's like you get that circle. This is the circle of sort of vision, and this is all affected by a few different things. It's affected by the mood of the character. It's affected by the weather, and it's snowing, so we'll see that in a minute. And it's also affected by time of day, so daylight, that kind of thing comes into it. It's darkish. And if you take a look at this eye icon, it'll actually tell you minus 57.75% for the vision effectiveness because it's snowing, and a minus 39 for darkness effect because it's dark. Now you can negate some of this by crouching, and that'll give you a plus 10, or if you use the aim, so you press your right mouse button, actually gives you a plus 33, but that's not going to negate any of that, so I'm wasting my time. But normally you'd walk around, and it does have a search focus. I've never actually seen that work, not since it was introduced about a month ago, and I'm not expecting to find anything, but when you do find something, like an eye icon appears above the head, and there's like a small arrow on the ground where the item is going to be. You move over to it, you right click. Hopefully we can demonstrate that a bit later. At the moment my character's freezing there, but the bejesus off of them. Freezing wind chill. It's really cold. Going to get my character inside, because for some reason they're not running. I think death. Yes, you running. It's one of those things that I say. If you do end up being chased by zombies, there are a few things you can do. You need to break line of sight. That's the first priority. But if you're overloaded, you will eventually get to the point where you will run out of breath. And even if you're running, if you run out of breath. But most zombies, if you haven't got any runners, you will be able to outpace them just by walking. You could just keep walking and you will get ahead of them, and you will stay ahead of them, and you will get some distance between you and them. Obviously you run into the problem where more zombies might turn up, but in that case you need to find yourself a way of getting away from them. Tall fences is a good way. Walking around some trees is another one. As long as you break line of sight. I mean, I suppose the classic is to walk into a house, shutting the door behind you if you've got the distance, walk into a room out the back, open the window, climb out the back door, out the window, out the back, and then you carry on walking away. Whilst the zombies, they will try and knock down that door and go to where they last saw you, and that's how they work. It's all based on line of sight. So you don't necessarily have to run to get away from zombies. Right, I'm going to eat all of that, I think. Actually, I'll tell you what I need to do. I'm actually kind of interested to see what the nutritional value of this other meal that I've created is. Because it did say 71. And it's up to 92. Look at that. That's fantastic. Cooking. It's just a monumental way of survival. It really is. Right, let's get rid of these bits. Because cooking, creating a decent cooked meal also rids your character of unhappiness. Cooking is your path to happiness in this game. That way you don't have to, as I have before, relied on antidepressants. Now, if you're foraging and you find mushrooms and berries, and mushrooms turn up after rain and snow, so once the snowstorm's finished, hopefully we'll have plenty of water in our rain catch barrels. Yeah, it doesn't seem to affect the plants that much. I mean, I started farming planted before some potatoes and some carrots before Christmas, and they've come out, and that's really cool. So we've got a lot of food, but if you eat raw food like carrots, that sort of like reduces your happiness. It makes you unhappy. So if you find mushrooms and berries out there in the wild foraging, and you have a bowl in your inventory and a knife, you can right click on it and you can create a salad. And although that might take away some of the thirst from perhaps berries, because berries actually reduce your thirst, but if you cut them up and turn them into a salad in a bowl, it becomes a cheerful meal and it keeps you happy. It's really useful. So we've got a load of rubbish over here. That battery can go there. We've got 14 batteries now. I've got plenty of cigarettes. I just need to go and find that thing. I need to empty the cart, to be honest. At least it's warmer in the house than it is anywhere else. Alright, so let's take... What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all of that stuff in the house. So I've got a clean backpack, and then I can just... Oh look, there's a cockroach. I can go fishing with it. I'm going to drop everything just here. No, because I'm going to pick it up again in a minute. It's just so I can transfer stuff. I did, but I haven't read the patch notes, to be fair. What I'm going to do is, when I've got to the point where this character can do pretty much everything that they need to do, I'm going, because I'm still running the beta branch, so I'm going to go back to the main branch of Project Zomboid, and once I've done that, do I really want to take all of that? Probably not. Put some of that back. I'm going to start doing some multiplayer stuff, because I haven't really looked at multiplayer stuff yet, to be fair. Right, so I'm going to keep the crafted spears. They can go back in there, and that can go back in there. Why have I got twigs in the back of a car? I don't really need those. I've got an axe and the baseball bat, so I can say. So I'm like keeping. Oh, I'll tell you what I will do though. Before I do that, I can drop the twigs over here, because they belong in the twig pile. There we go, twiggies. I did have sitting here some nails. All I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these into Bill Spike baseball bats. So there's baseball bats with nails. That means they will do more damage. Sip of the old Coke Zero. Trying not to lean back too much. Back really hurts. Kneeling down on the floor in front of a sink has absolutely killed my spine today. Oh well, you know, the wife's a happier lady, so, and that's the important thing. Right, I might actually put most of these sheets in the back here as well, just in case I need the bandages. And that sort of like lightens my load a fair bit as well. I think I only need 3, give or take. And let's see what else have we got in here. Can I enter that one? Yeah. I can never remember which side you get in on these cards. Right, so that one can stay there. Loot all of that. Just got quite an interesting set of stuff. Lots of food, look. Dried split peas. Oh yeah. No idea. Honestly, clueless. Right. Now, I've got a weapon upstairs, a weapon locker, so the gun ammo, that kind of thing, that all goes in on the floor just there. Until such time I can work out... Oh, look, there's my party hats with stars. Coloured party hats, yay! I absolutely loved that. That was just a mental run. Right, I might as well just drop some other crap over here. There's actually a cupboard up here. So, most of this... If I just go that and then pick out what I don't want, I don't omit the food. All the food can go downstairs. Seeds, that can go downstairs. Scissors. Oh, there's even the red dot sight that can stay there. That's because that can go out with all the other stuff. I bet it is, Joe. It's always nice to have a huge vehicle at your disposal. I didn't get around to playing... what was I going to say? Didn't get around to playing... what's that game I like playing? Warzone this week. The Clash mode officially stopped. And so did I. It's like... I was trying to unlock the nail gun. I did manage to unlock something though. Something. I unlocked the Renata gun. I unlocked the H4 Blitzen, which is new. I think I managed to do that before last week's stream. I managed to unlock the Modern Warfare sticks and Wabashi swords. What else have I done? I was leveling up the crossbow and that's how I'm getting to unlock the nail gun. And then I will try and unlock the more specialised crossbow called the R1 Shadowhunter. But I'm sort of like focusing on melee weapons and that kind of thing at the minute. Right, so important note about cans in the game. If you have corned beef, tuna, sardines, which you can see there, so corned beef, tuna, sardines, all those three types of can, you don't need a can opener for. But all of the round cans, like soup and other ones, you need a can opener for. So it's an important note. I'm actually flush with food. Doing really well, has to be said. Can I put any food in there? Nope. Okay, what about there? Good grief. Penfold. I do need to sort through. I will do this off camera though. All of the bits and pieces. That's the corner shelf, so that can go in there as well. The saucepan can go in there. It's our old favourite, dog food. Have a drink as well, a bit thirsty. The axe. The axe can go over here. Along with a spray can. Prop it up by the door just so I can just pick it up and hit things with it. And then the red dot I need to put upstairs, right, with all the other gun stuff. I will create a box for it at some point, and I just put that in with all of my sewing gear. Hey, you just jump over the banister, why don't you? Right, so nope, I want to go this way now. Right, so I'm not going to go hungry anytime soon, which is good. Jesus, 350 kilograms of space. Yeah. Yeah, quite right. You're the Hulk if you could carry that much. Right, so let's transfer everything in here. I might actually just have to drop it on the floor because, let's face it, I'm running out of cupboard space. Right, so sleeping tablets, that goes in there. I think that's a saucepan. Bandages, that goes over there as well. Sugar, beans, cereal, dog food, dried split peas. All of that can go on the floor. There we go. Maybe we need to put up some shelves or something. Yeah, the fanny packs. I was lovingly referred to as bum bags in this country. Now I did see a mod that gave you a bigger backpack. I can't quite remember what it was called though. Saucepans. Okay, let's pick up the magazines and rounds and that sort of thing. Let's see if there are any guns in here as well. There you go, 2 guns. I'll take them upstairs, and that gives me more room to put food in there. It's like metal bars and all sorts in there. It really is weird. I haven't exactly been... Oh, look, there's 2 roast pans as well. I was looking for them earlier. Where were you when I needed you the most? No, roast pans. Scrap electronics, sewing kits. They don't belong in there. A hunter magazine. That doesn't belong in there either. Walkie-talkies, porta discs, noise maker, nails, metal sheet, metal bar, light bulb, hand fart, garden saw, flashlight. It's like, yeah! Electronics magazine, electronics for dummies, cooking volume 3. Snag all of that. Oh, well, I can't snag all that. I'll snag what I can. And then put in the food, if I've got any. Still. No, let's go sort out this. Well, that could be really useful. You know, it's like... you know, having the ability to farm properly. It's a thing, you know. Not the party hats. The party hats are my favourite. I worked hard for them party hats. Only collectible on Christmas. Was it Christmas Day? Was it? And New Year's Eve? I'm going to put them in my dressing up box. There we go. Right, okay, so we've got some bandages and some electronics and rubbish. So, what I'm kind of waiting for at the moment is, whilst I'm faffing around with all of this stuff, because it is a lot of faff to move things around like this, and it is really tiresome. Rip sheets, they can go in there. Books and magazines, that sort of thing, they can come this way. Cooking volume 3, got one of those, so I can drop that. Hunter magazine, I think I've got the Hunter magazine, volumes 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, and then the other 2 go over here. So electronics already read it. Mechanics. And all the other paraphernalia. That can go on the floor just there. Again, it's one of those things that I'm going to have to tidy up at a later date. But it's like I've got so much junk. It's unreal just how much junk I've managed to collect. You wouldn't believe. I mean, why is there jars and boxes of screws, CDs, electric wire, electricity book, flashlight, hammer, torches, hunting knives, noisemaker. None of that belongs in there. Walkie-talkies. There's the metal sheeting as well. I can grab those and the metal bar. They don't belong in the cupboard. Where I'm going to keep the food. The oven mitt can stay. Though I don't exactly know why I'd need an oven mitt. I just have one for the sake of it. In fact, I've got 3, I think. That's most of that. In fact, I think all of that. I'll just. So that's all of that except the book. That can all go down there. Oh, that is the problem with games like this. Is a lot of it is inventory organisation. Yeah, well, Louisville is huge. As I've said before in previous weeks, I'm pretty sure if you can get to Louisville, for which you will need a sledgehammer to break through the concrete barriers and the fences and that kind of thing. Once you get to Louisville, I'm pretty sure once you've cleared out a house, that you can pretty much live in that house for as long as it's got food, and then just move next door. Live in that one. And I think you could probably live like that for years and years and years in Project Zomboid. Just, you would never run, you rarely run out of food, I think. Oh, I have played this week some Subnautica, and I have played some Subnautica Below Zero. Sub-Zero, that's it. I've been enjoying that. I used to be a scuba diver, which is why I really like it. It's just one of those things where it's like, it just reminds me of my scuba diving experiences. It's just so nice. It's a really cool game. Right, let's drop the fertilizer here. I think I might just drop the bucket and all, actually. I think someone's looking out for my dog. She's Bella's beside. My back. Ooh. Yeah, she should be doing it. Emily, she's in here with me. Top of the metal bar. Can go there. Food can go over this way. Not in there, but in there. Lane's Auto magazine, that can come out. Don't need that in there. goes in the other. So I've got the two bookcases I've organised between food-orientated books and magazines and other skill-based like carpentry, electricity, mechanics, that kind of thing. In the other. Gun case on the floor. The jacket in there. Okay. What can I put in the gun case? Can I put more pistols in the gun case? Apparently I can. Put the Desert Eagle in there. Lots of bullets. How much can you actually put in a gun case? Not a lot. It holds up to 7 of whatever, but that'll do. That's fine. At least it's a container of some sort. Right, there we go. So we've emptied the car. And then we can pick up all of our crapola that we generally carry around with us. Right, let's eat some of that. Let's have a look at this. It's 92. I'm going to eat a quarter of that, and my character is hungry, could eat a horse. I'm only going to eat a quarter, and that should pretty much take that away. Yeah. Considering it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and my character's been awake since 10 o'clock at night. Right, getting bored. Yes, I know you're getting bored. You're getting bored because you woke up at a ridiculous time. What else can we do? Because I don't want to go. I want my character to have a good night's sleep before we head out. So what my plans are is to take the car and zip down to West Point, and hopefully there is a petrol station. There's a petrol station over here which we raided previously, and I don't remember there being anything in there. I'm pretty sure, at least I thought, there was another one up here somewhere. So just having the weird idea. Should I go to the cemetery? Is that a good idea? What's that? Sweet shop. It's not going to have anything in it. It looks like it might have shells, so it might be worth a nose. That's just opposite the elementary school. I could have sworn there was another petrol station, a garage in West Point, and I'm not seeing it. That one there. There's an actual garage of sorts. Looks like an auto shop. Probably not going to have a farming magazine there. Okay, a bit random. But they have fixed the map. There's none of that glitch that was there before at the bottom of West Point. So, oh, there it is. Look, opposite that. Okay, so if we come in on the road and just keep going down, we'll hit it. It's opposite one of my old hideouts, and that may have something in it because that's a hardware shop. Although again, I've been in there. So let's take a look. That's the plan anyway. So let's see if we can find this farming magazine for the pesticides. Okay, yeah, that's fine, Joe. Go for it. Let's see, what am I short on skills? Okay, so could do with reading the next carpentry book. Cooking's done. I'm not getting much of a multiplier from farming, so we could read that. Getting nothing from first aid. Full on electrical, full on work, full on mechanics, so could read the first farming book. Farming for Dummies. Now the nice thing is one of the traits that I took from my character initially was slow reader. So my character's traits are, and I had to take some negatives to take more positives. So one of the negatives I've got is this green one here, which is out of shape. Now we were thinking that if you do enough exercise, you can get rid of that. My character is extremely underweight, or very underweight, and that's just naturally because there hasn't been a lot of food around. I have thick-skinned, which is a positive, light eater, which is a positive, inconspicuous, so that zombies are less likely to spot you, wakeful, which is probably why my characters stay waking up at bizarre times. Now, outdoorsman's a really useful one because if it's raining or it's cold, they're more hardy against the elements for using outdoorsman. And if you're walking through trees, you're less likely to get cut and lacerated and that kind of thing. And so you're not going to catch cold either. Or at least it's going to be a lot more difficult for your character to catch cold. Whereas if your character does catch cold, they're just going to cough and sneeze and attract zombies. And that's fine if, like this character, you're in the middle of nowhere and there are no zombies. But it takes a while for you to get over that. But then obviously I've got slow reader, which is why my character takes time reading books. And hard of hearing. Now hard of hearing is one of those ones where if a zombie's creeping up behind you, with a slight hearing loss, you don't notice them as soon. So it's a case of, I mean, I can just use my mouse to turn around and my character will turn around and see them automatically because you have line of sight. But with hearing, if they're hard of hearing, if they're approaching you from behind, you do hear them, but they're a little bit closer. And you can take deaf. I think there's the option to take a character that's deaf as well, which is an extremely bad one because then you've got no hope of hearing anything creep up behind you. You've got to have your back against a wall or something. But yeah, so that's what I've got. So training, one of the exercising, where is it? It's under health. There we go. Exercise. So you can exercise. You can do very different exercises, which does various parts of the body, or you can do an all over workout. But obviously, this will stress out your muscles, and so if you're going to go and do anything the following day, you're going to be in a lot of pain, and it's going to affect your ability to fight. So just make note of that. Don't do any exercise if you have to go out on an excursion. But it's absolutely bucketing down outside. It's still snowing quite heavily. Character's desperately slow reader. But when I'm actually picking produce from the ground, or I think even sowing, that increases your farming. Characters are really tired, really overworked. Right, okay, so we finished reading that book. Have we finished reading it? No, we haven't. We'll eat and drink, and it's 10 o'clock at night. With a bit of luck, the character might actually sleep. So, hungry, thirsty, and that's because they're tired as well. That's affecting their ability to carry things. So their backpack, the amount of weight they can carry has gone down by quite a bit. Hopefully that won't take much longer. There we go. Put that in there. Then we will eat a quarter of our amazing meal. There we go. And Let's have a drink. Right, so characters now go beddy boys. Slip into some Jim Jims and have a sleep. It's 11 o'clock. Let's see what time they wake up now. And I think taking Wakeful was it's kind of like a false positive. Although I get an awful lot of stuff done and my character's tired a lot less, it also has the effect of them being awake at unusual times of night. Right, 8 o'clock in the morning. First thing I need to do is go check on. Let's actually take some carrots with me. Quickly check on my fresh carrots at best. Quickly check on my traps. And then pretend that I can see the road and drive into... Now, it is winter, obviously. It's the 8th of January, according to the watch up here in the top right hand. It's the 0108, and it's American time, so it's the month first, followed by the... Oh, look, both my traps have sprung. Fantastic. Let's check the trap. And bait with carrots fresh, and hopefully we will check the trap again and bait the trap. Carrots fresh. Now we can butcher both rabbits and let's just bung them in the cool box. When I said butcher, I said butcher. Obviously walking, you can't be doing it whilst walking. Right, okay. Let's see if we can go find this magazine. It might actually be in the school as well. That's always a possible. I might not have picked it up. But I'm expecting a lot of resistance. Shut the door. My character is actually running out of breath quite a lot. Right. Alright, let's turn the heater on. Adjust the temperature, turn it on. There we go. Keep my character warm. So have some headlights on as well. And pretend I know actually how to drive a car in Project Zomboid. So that is reverse. So quickly nip into West Point. I did take a drink. Oh, I'll find something to drink. I've got bottles of water with me, so I'm not drink desperate, let's face it. Dodge the car. Interesting thought. If it's freezing cold, are the zombies do the zombies move slower? Oh, I forgot to put the food in the freezer. And I've still got a spiked baseball bat with me. There we go. That's why I'm overweight. Meat cleaver can go in the back there. There we go. Right, so at least if I have to run away, I have the option to do exactly that. I'm not likely to run out of puff either. Right, now if I just follow this road, And avoid the disastrous blockage that I created for myself the other week. Whereas my Spiffo wagon is gleefully in the middle of the road, I think. I don't think I actually moved it at all. I don't think it was that bad, but there we go. Oh yeah, there it is, look. There's the Spiffo wagon of doom. And I'll just carry on down on this road. For God's sakes, how many more times am I going to damage my car? God, I'm rubbish. Right, so on the outskirts of town. At least I didn't break the headlights. That's, at least that's something. Let's go over here. I don't remember there being this many cars in the way, or my driving being this appalling. Right, so we should just be about here. I think we're close. Although, I'm seeing a lot of zombies. Let's do the old Pied Piper trick. So what we're going to do is, this is the garage just here. And this is the hardware store. Now what I'm trying to do is attract zombies. Yes, actually attract them. I need to have a drink. Character's thirsty. So this is kind of like the Pied Piper of Hamelin. What I'll do is I'm leading the zombies away from where I actually want to be, and then once I get down to here, if I just back up, you can see that they're coming up. It's like setting off a house alarm. Now I'm just going to go around the block. I think that's a road. There's a car there. What kind of condition is this car in? Vehicle mechanics. This car's in good nick. I might take that one over that one. No, it's not. Right, so I've got a crawler and a walker. Take care of the crawler over here, look. Hello. Zombies should freeze to death. It's a thing. Oh, hello. Did you see a bookshop? Well, that didn't work very well, did it? there's a lot of zombies. Yeah, you'd think that they'd freeze to the spot rather than just carry on walking, you know? There's the police station. Well, let's go down here. Do slightly longer. I know those vehicles are no good. Go over to... There's a spiffy. Spiffy wagon. There's a pharmacy. That could be useful. There's that car. That's no good. Oh, this is looking better. There's not so many to take care of. One down. Two down. Three down. We'll stand on his chest. Stand on her chest, and then they can't get up and get you. I love it. Right, let's eat a quarter of vomit. Well, let's not. Where did you spring from, lady? And it's a very valid tactic that if you stand on the chest of a zombie, you can then fend off others, and the one that you're standing on can't attack you. So you can handle multiple zombies if you really need to. I've still got the watering can in my inventory. I'm going to put that in the back of the car. I don't need that in my hands. Did a really good job of organising this, didn't I? Right. Let's take a look at this garage. Couple of idiots hanging about. Look. There we go. It's got a heart hat. That might be worth having. Start singing, young man. Young man. Alright. Insulation, it's in good condition. We'll take that. Alright. Have we got any unfriendlies? No, apparently I haven't been in here. Let's remove the glass. There's nothing in the magazine rack though. Oh no. Right. What is it with zombies and bathrooms? And he wasn't wearing a lot anyway. I mean, let's face it. Oh, look, mustard. Mustard never goes off. Pizza does. Nothing in there. An empty gas can. That's what you've always wanted. Mechanics. I've actually read that one. That's just the one, isn't it? Right, well that's a very big disappointment. Oh look, lighters. I'll loot all of those. And cigarettes. Money. No, okay, fine. Batter up. Light bulbs, right, so I'll just snag it. Okay, well that's disappointing. I think our only other choice, And there was a bookshop over here, wasn't there? Look. I think is that a bookshop? Check out the hardware store. No, this is clothing, isn't it? Oh. Let's get a drink. Ah, gloves. I haven't got any gloves, have I? Right, so fingerless gloves. We'll wear those. That'll help keep my... Oh, well, I've got actual leather gloves, so that's right then. Coat. Baggy jeans. What have I got on? Baggy jeans. Obviously, mine are covered in all sorts of stuff, so let's wear those. And drop those on the floor, because they're of no use to me whatsoever. Oh. Surprise! Now, did I get eaten? No, I didn't take any damage. Oh god, there's a massive corridor around the back here. What's all that about? Tarp and a mop and a plunger. Well, where did they come from? This could be bad. Crying out loud. That was a shock. Well, they've smashed their way through here, look. You come in for a rinse and a blow dry, love. Because that's what this place is. Oh, nice cowboy hat. Might be some supplies in here. If you want to dye your hair gel, change your appearance and all that. I think it's time to do a runner. Before I end up getting caught by too many Z's. That's all interconnected, look. Oh. Oh, there's a lighter in the drawer. I'll allow that, thank you very much. I'm now flush with lighters, good grief. And cigarettes. What more could you possibly want? The recipe is what I could possibly want. Yeah, well, that's the nice thing about PZ is like it doesn't really need a powerful computer to run it. Oh, leather jacket, what are that? That's useful for... That one's worn, so we won't have that one. Right, now I'm pretty sure I've been in here and cleared the place out. It looks fairly barren. There's water bottles. That doesn't look like there's a magazine rack of anything. Ah, hello, welcome YouTube archive. Welcome to the Savvy Gadgetz channel. Oh, flush with lighters. Fantastic. If you've got any questions, don't forget to ask. We will do our best to answer. Yeah, I've definitely been here before. Ah, oh hello. Where did you spring from? Yeah, this place was infested last time I came up here. Yeah, I have actually been through all of this. In fact, I'm pretty sure I reorganised that so I could get into the corner. So this is one of the places that I usually use as a base. It's because it's on the outskirts of town. It's got a second story. But no almanac. I thought it was worth a poke. We might strike out this week. Can't think of anywhere else where I might find that, at least not in West Point. Oh, God, my back hurts so much. I have hurt myself. I dared to do something that vaguely looked like exercise. Go back in here quickly. Might not be a smart move. Oh yeah, it wasn't. There's another zombie. Hello. Let's check upstairs whilst we're here. Again, looks like I've been here before. Oh, there's something beyond there. Let's just get something to drink quickly from the tap. Pepper, we'll have that. Thank you. We'll have... yeah, we'll take all of that as well. Thank you. Do something weird. I'm going to take on whatever's in here. Again, it's a zombie in the toilet. It just never gets old, does it? Let's face it. Was that as something level 5? Electricity volume 5. We'll take that. We'll take the water bottle. The pop, the chips there, the bourbon, the fingerless gloves. And we will put those all in there. Oh, I can't put them all in there because this is full. Great. Just when things can't get any worse. Oh, roast pan. Cooking implements. I'm having that. Need a quick trip to the car. Is there anything in the oven? Is there anything? No, nothing in the oven. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go disassemble the Valutech television. Hopefully that will help increase my electronics. No, you're absolutely fine for spamming chat. You know, I mean, I'm actually running a pretty decent machine. In fact, there's a video on my channel of me building it. But it's one of the AMD sort of like i7 equivalents. I can't quite remember, but I'm running a 360 RTX 8GB RAM graphics card in it, so it's quite a decent thing. But you know, I mean, I've been running Project Zomboid on you know, old quad-core computers previously, because it was released in 2013, you know, this game, and even now, I mean, because they've kept it updated and added new features, and there are some really great features coming as well. Multiplayer, which came before Christmas, that extended gameplay by quite a bit. And like I said earlier in this live stream, once things look good for this character, which they're about not to be, because I just realised I was holding a screwdriver. Right, let's deal with these. I'm going to get some of the... He's holding a walkie-talkie, we'll have that. Ranger Smith. Or Smithette in this case. Right, there's my car. Let's offload some of this gear. Because at the moment I'm carrying so much stuff on my backpack, it's actually doing me damage. As you can see that my health has decreased a little bit. Fingerless gloves, hat, leather jacket, wristband, light bulb, chips, mustard, pepper, pop, cigarettes, lighters, mechanics, wrench, empty gas can. All of that can go over there. Oh, some of it can't. What we'll do is we'll actually get in the car, and what I usually do is I actually load up the seats as well. So, pop, pepper, hard hat, leather jacket, roasting pan, chips, mustard, lighters, wrench, gas can, and I think I've also got here a screwdriver that I don't really need. And I don't need the can opener in here, so that can go. Right, so my options are limited. Because I did the Pied Piper thing, there's like a horde of zombies down Main Street. So this could be an interesting one. I might... just do a little bit more recon in here, see if there are any more flats upstairs for stuff to nick. Or it might be a case of it's getting late and I need to think about getting home or just calling it a night for this area. Foraging. At least I've got drink, got food. Why is it when I wanted a roasting pan I couldn't find one for love nor money, and now I can't stop finding them? That's just rude. This game knew that I wanted these things and decided that it wasn't going to give them to me. Right, okay, so we're safe from there. There didn't seem to be any Z's about. So I might stay the night here. Oh, Valley Porter Dix. That's cool. Let's have a look what state my t-shirt's in. Hoodie, bloody t-shirt. I'm actually going to swap the t-shirt out. Put on a clean t-shirt. For one that's less hairy. Let's dismantle the TV. So whilst we're here, we might as well try and improve our electronics skill. you don't really get a lot from this. I mean, I've got 30.75 before dismantling this TV. And after dismantling this TV, it's gone up to 32. So I've gained perhaps 1.75 out of that because it's gone up to 32.25. But hey, I gained some wires, a bulb, some scrap electronics, some aluminium. Sorry, aluminum for those in America. Right, what else have we got on this floor? And are we in any immediate danger? I don't think we are. Although sticking mine out that window might have been a mistake. Again, it looks like I've been in here, but because this door's open rather than bashed in, did I just see a bikini? Bikini! A black electric guitar. That's the sort of thing you want. So that looks reasonably safe. An empty jar. A lunchbox with a cupcake in it. Let's pick that up and put that down. We can open the lunchbox. Ah, the cupcake's rotten. Noodles and pasta. Empty jar. Well, we did pickle something last week. Got some canned peas and sugar, so we'll have that. What else have we got? Bread knife, empty jar, ramen noodles, rotten eggs, another roast pan. I mean, when I tried to find a roast pan, it was about a month ago when I was trying to do that. I couldn't find one for love nor money, no matter where I went. And now I can't stop finding the damn things. Ah. Alright, so Hunter magazine, Angler magazine, I read all of those. Cooking. Value Tech Porter disc, we can at least disassemble that. What's in there? Farming for both Hunter magazine volume 1, 2 and 1 and 3. How to use generators. Metalwork magazine. Electronics mag. Fishing. See, there's a lot here. Just not what I want. Right, it's getting late. Let's check out what's in here. And we find that we are indeed alone. Okay, cool. So I'm going to stay the night here. Sleep there, because I am alone. Do another day's looting. At least see if I can find this magazine. 2:30 in the morning, are you kidding? God, this character's having a giraffe. I picked up the food, didn't I? Right, okay. Canned peas. Let's open the canned peas. And eat the canned peas. That'll keep us going. As you can see, this reduces my hunger and my thirst. It doesn't actually make me unhappy, but it's nice that it's actually, you can see that it's broken down, that the canned peas gives us 280 calories, 52 carbohydrates, proteins and no fat, which is kind of what I want. I really want fat. I want lots of fat because my character's underweight. Right, so let's drop the can on in there. Running around. Sod that. I'm going to wait. Speed up time. I'm under no circumstances going to run around in the dark. I've had that problem before. I'm not falling into it again. So we need it to brighten up, so it's starting to go. 6 o'clock in the morning. Character's bored, hungry and thirsty. Oh, that's better. There's some daylight now. Let's have another drinky. Don't think there's anything for me to eat. There was something. Some rotten salmon. Let's have a quick nose around the corner. Is it another zombie in the bathroom? No? Okay, good, fine. There's a very open plan. These there's another lunchbox. Let's put lunchbox on the floor. The lunchbox has a candy package in it. Okay, we'll take the candy package. Can opener. Beer. I'll have the beer. Melted ice cream. Lovely. Canned soup. Canned soup's useful because it gets rid of hunger and thirst. Empty kettle. Can of oats. Oh yeah, the favourite. Cans of oats are really useful because what they do is they actually get rid of your hunger. I know that's the obvious point of it, but you don't need anything special with them. What you can do, if you've got a bowl in your inventory, like I always do, you can create a bowl of oatmeal. It says I can create, I've got vegetables, I can create a salad from the vegetables I've got, or I can create a bowl of oatmeal. For some reason the bowl changes colour to green, and you can eat that and that will keep you going. If you've got a couple of those, that will last you for days and days and days. They're really good. Alright, so let's shut that. Okay, looks like we could be alone here as well. This looks empty, and that's usually a bad sign. It could actually be one of those places that's good to make an actual base, because it's empty. You can do what you like with it. It's rare. I think that probably means there's going to be no food in it. Yeah, that's to be expected. Oh, we've got some pickles. Unexpected that there's things here. Cigarettes, we'll take the cigarettes. Another lunchbox would probably melt in it. An rotten orange and some pop, that's useful, I suppose. Can of oats, there we go. Right, I'm going to take the timer. Didn't check out the bedroom, did I? That's the bathroom. Nothing there. No, there wasn't anything in the bedroom. That's because it's barren and empty. Nothing else down here, is there? No, it's just the hallway to nowhere. I think this is the back of the dentist's. Yeah, there are, dentistry. Again, I think I've looted this. Like that. Surgical gloves. Okay, this isn't being successful. Oh, hello. Definitely have a load of that. Disinfectant, bandages. That stuff, as they say, is useful. Bandages, painkillers. That was quite useful. Zombies over there. What's that in the corner? Oh, come on, snag that. and then run for the hills. Make like the Iron Maiden song. Right then, let's see how badly infested these roads are before we run back to the car and go screaming. There's quite a few. That's all of my own making. Take the house key, peanut butter, sugar, tea bag, cups and spoons, and have all of that. We've got a kettle, we can actually make tea. Almonds. I'm not taking the dog food. I refuse. Don't really need any of that. Or that. Okay, fine. Right, let's invite disaster by opening the door. Again, it's the toilets of doom. What's this green building? Right, have I got anything to eat? Of course I do. I have the ability to make oatmeal. Oh. Tell you what else I've played this week, which was really infuriating. That I just could not. I could not win. I used to play this years ago. It was a game called Supreme Commander, and there was an update for it called Forged Alliance. One of the Fragland guys that I know absolutely loves it, so we were playing that Thursday night, and even playing it on easy, the AI absolutely spanks me every time. Hands down, can't win. It's just unreal. Ah, mousetrap, that could be useful. I'll take the mousetrap. I'm not so worried about the padlock, the plunger, or the bleach. I'll have a drink though. Well, it is a bar after all by the looks of it. Right. Oh look, there's a bottle of bourbon. I can't get to it. I can't get to it. Take the bourbon. Grab it. I can't. Oh no. Oh. What we got over here? Beer can and chips. We'll take all of that, thank you. Beer is useful. It does get rid of your hunger and your thirst for a while, but it also has the effect of making you hungry later on. Steak, no pickles. Disappointing. But look. Lots of bourbon. The bourbon's useful because you can use it as a disinfectant. So I'm going to take that for sure. Definitely having the bourbon. Can't carry any more. So I'm taking. Drinking it helps relieve your boredom and a few other things, but at the same time, it does make you drunk, makes you less effective in many ways. Especially in this game. Oh, right, yeah, there's a few. Look, that's what I was walking into, yeah, just not long ago. So, let's see if we can find the local school. First, I've got to find my car, which is up here. I haven't actually checked this car out, what it's got in the trunk and that. A tote bag, not useful. Right, so we will check out the school. So I'll take a look where we are. We're in a zombie infested area, that's where we are. So we are... We're up here, aren't we? Or are we? No, no, we're further down. We are down there. This is where we are. This is the area where we are. So I'm parked up here. So if I go back on myself to that junction, then carry on up, I should find it. Okay, fine. Let's go. Let's make our escape. Let's follow this road. Avoiding the nasties along the way. Avoiding them as much as I possibly can. Dog leg round here. Oh god, look at that. Now that sort of goes back to saying something that we were talking about the other week, whereas like the hordes of zombies seem to cluster together a lot more than they used to. Right, so here is the school. Yes, I've been here before, and you'll see why I've been here before in a minute. There's a... Oh, good God, look at them all. I have to do the whole Pied Piper thing again. I mean, you would have thought after this amount of time there wouldn't be that many zombies left. Now, I was going to at some point take that taxi. Obviously, that never happened. Let's go around the block, assuming there is one. I think that might not be the case. Where am I going? Oh no. Oh no! This looks bad. If I've gone up here and gone up here, I'm by the cemetery! I know! It's bad! But not as bad as I thought. There's not so many zombies as I thought there would be. Although I may have just made a rod for my back, having brought all the zombies up here. If I do that, dog leg there. And zip down here. It's like an episode of Starsky and Hutch. Well, there's not many zombies around here. You can see the fire trap that I created earlier in a previous run through. I was going to demonstrate and never got around to it. I think I might have to take on these guys. I'm just going to give myself some breathing room. Better known as fighting room. I don't remember these cars having keys. Hello, I'm over here. going to grab a packet of crisps, which aren't there. Must be somewhere else in the car. Oh, cigarettes. Take the cigarettes. Although, to be fair, I have a lot of cigarettes. I could open up my own smoking shop with the amount of cigarettes my character's got. Oh, hello. It's an interesting bag you've got there. I see you've got one too, madam. Whoops! Very precious over their bags in this town. He's wearing a medical gown. This isn't 9 days later, or 28 days later, or whatever it was called. Digital watch, grab that. Premium technologies, we'll have that too. Another premium tech? That's an interesting one. Yeah, hospital gowns. Right, let's put some of this stuff in one of the seats. I can do the same for a lot of this stuff as well. I'm gonna eat the pickles. We just seem to attract all the sort of wrong kind of company. Digital red watch, leather jacket. No, that's not worth it. She's wearing a lot. She's well wrapped up for the winter. Hello, how many? They weren't like that a minute ago. And we speed away around to the other side of the school. Now there's an interesting thought. If it's cold, do the zombies take shelter in houses? Because they don't seem to be. And you'd have thought that that might be a thing. Alright, so there's a few here. There's a window licker just there. Look. 2 window lickers. They'll be coming out there in a minute. Let's crouch. Dun, dun, dun. Go sneaky, sneaky. The zombies aren't particularly clever in this game. They do like to smash windows when there's a perfectly good open door right next to them. He's got a letter opener sticking out of his leg. See, there he goes. Window lick up. Dropped a pair of headphones. For some reason that lost targeting on him. He's got a lighter. So did I not say weeks ago that zombies used to have lighters on them all the time, and you couldn't like go anywhere without finding a zombie, you know, that had a lighter on them? And then, you know, it just wasn't happening at all. I couldn't find it for love. It just wasn't a thing. Now all of a sudden I'm finding zombies with lighters on them again. It's like, I'm pretty sure somebody from Indie Stone's watching my streams. No magazines. Oh, there is a magazine, but it's not the kind of magazine I was thinking of. Well, alrighty then. Okay, so you struck out there and all. Bella's slowly kicking things. She's actually down and beside me asleep. She was actually wagging her tail in her sleep the other day. It was quite funny to watch. Okay, so we've struck out at the skull. We've struck out at the auto shop. Let's have a quick look over the road. Make a can of oatmeal. A bowl of oatmeal. Because I'm pretty sure I can eat it before that zombie attacks me. Oh, painkillers. I know. I think this is a sweetie shop or a veg shop of some description. Map of Riverside. An annotated map. I'll take that. What's our hoodie looking like? Our hoodie isn't in terrible condition. I might just snag that one because it's in better condition. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Well, when I say nothing, I mean there's food in here. You alright, Belle? Oh, my back. Good dog. So that's a good food haul. Again, it's like I'm not exactly short on food, but you know, food. You just collect food because you can. It's one of those games where you really need to. Right, now that I'm grossly overloaded. Oh look, they've surrounded my car. Well, I say surrounded. All two of them. Now I'm in very real danger of overexerting myself. That's one down. Oh! I've just gone up a level in maintenance. Not entirely sure what that's about, but, you know, stuff. Right, so let's get rid of some of this stuff so that I can actually run around. And I think, considering that's 3 o'clock, we've been at it for a couple of hours, I think we need to call it there. And have a think over the week of where I'm actually going to go and look. Because I think I might need to go out further afield. What I'll do is just pause the game there. We don't want to head up there, we want to turn right and go out there. Right, okay, so we want to turn right here. And what we'll do is we'll actually head back to base. Because it's like, I went out to farms and there wasn't anything like that. Farmer's Almanac, that farming magazine that I need. There's the dead Scooby wagon. Nice squishy noise that zombies make when you run them over. It's a very pleasing sound, it has to be said. I've just missed my turn in, haven't I? My turning is just here, covered in snow. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the graphics are playing a number on my eyes today. That was me thinking I got a lot of sleep. Apparently that wasn't the case. It's really sort of like, because that whole sort of like lighting effect. It's like, hopefully no one suffers from epilepsy. Oh, congratulations, Supertone. Happy birthday, chap. Ah, that'd be good. I'll try and catch it if I can. And there we are home. Right, and that's it. That's the today's stream over and done with. Thank you to everyone who's joined me on the stream today. If you do catch my streams, don't forget to join in on the chat and say hi. We had an interesting discussion about the capabilities of what kind of capabilities the computer needs to run Project Zomboid. It's not that big. You don't need an epic machine to play Project Zomboid. I mean, we remember this game was released in 2013, and even though things have been introduced, the basic core mechanics haven't really changed that much, and neither has really the graphics capabilities. But you should be able to run it on low-end systems. But we've actually had a good run today. We've managed to get a lot more food. We didn't find what we was... yeah, we also didn't get swarmed by zombies, which is always a good thing. We actually came across quite a lot, though, today. Mostly in bathrooms. I don't know what it is with zombies and bathrooms. It just seems to be a thing. It's like when I went back to the fire department in Rosewood, and I found all, and I mean all all of the fire department had respawned in the one toilet, and my character had to fight them off. There was about 8, I think. It was more than a handful, but yeah, it was a bit odd all the same. But that's how it is in Project Zomboid. But like I say, I mean, zombies seem to be clustering together a lot more than they used to. You used to get like 5 at the most, and now you're getting packs of 10. There's a pack of zombies. Is that the right thing to say, or is it a gaggle of zombies? Who knows? Anyway, thank you for joining us on the chat as usual, Supertone Man and Joe. Thanks for dropping in and say who's new to the channel, YouTube archive, or hopefully or archive. Who else joined us? Just the 3 people, I think, this week. Yep, just the 3 people. But if you do catch my streams, don't forget to drop in and chat, say hi, ask any questions you like. It doesn't have to talk about Project Zomboid. You can talk about computers. You can talk about other games if you so like. Just drop in and say hi. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you do enjoy my videos, like and subscribe. It means a lot to me that people are watching my content and have subscribed to my channel. It also helps me immensely. I do have quite a back catalogue of videos for you to enjoy if you take a look. Some of them are Project Zomboid, but not all. I've played and reviewed other games in the past. But all links in the description below. Check out Facebook and Twitter feeds, and catch us next week at 1 o'clock GMT on Sunday afternoons. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.